possible that some of Vancouver's police are paid off or in on this, so I have to be very careful how I expose this. But they went too far. I gave them, even after a year and a half of harassment, I still gave them a final chance to stop. And I wanted them to apologize, but I just said, just stop. And the only interactions I've done with them are either for a period I was interested and I made some overtures to contact them, and then there were 3 periods in which I had enough and I asked them to stop. That is the only interactions I've done. Well, I actually asked an SUV in the alley to stop, and 2 people who I recognized from a photo of a picnic on their ceiling. I was agitated. I did not threaten them. I said, in an agitated way, I said, explain what's going on. I need to know what's going on, and you need to stop. I want you to stop. I do have a very powerful voice, but I was not yelling at them, and they sped off. They have not contacted the police after that, and they have not contacted me after that. So I took their contact of me this morning as a threat. It was not coming up in an appeasing manner. She did not come up. By the way, that person lives in the Kettle building, and I know which apartment. Where at least she showed up in the Kettle. I saw her in the Kettle in the window. She was waving at me in her costume the other night, and these will all be explained in my notes. But her interaction with me this morning was not appeasing, and it was not any kind of a friendly gesture at all. It was menacing and like one-upsmanship, like somehow she had more power. I think what she was expecting was for me to be sobbing and saying, okay, I'm ready for you to stop now. That's the impression I got, and I handled it appropriately. I just said, do I know you? Because actually, outside of her costume, I can only be partly sure that it was her who did contact me. But she said, I think you know me. And I said, the way I handled it was I said, do you know me? And she kind of said, I think so. And gave me a look of like, yeah, you know. And I just said, no, I don't know you. And I just walked away. And there were 4 police officers in the donut shop at that time. They can at least verify that I did not become aggressive. It was very odd that 4 police officers showed up moments before that. There was one guy sleeping in the corner who needed to be woken up and told to leave. I didn't see him when I came in. He might have come in after I came in, and that might have been a ruse to get the police to come in, and the police were hovering around. And what it really felt like to me, because they think I'm completely crazy and they're trying to drive me crazy, clearly, it felt like they were trying to get me to become extremely agitated so that I could be taken down by the police, and then it would all be over. But I'm not going to do that. I am, however, standing up for myself, and I have a right to do that. The MO of these harassment attacks is all to hide in plain sight and high technology and subterfuge to a level
do I got to endure harassment, stalking, intimidation? Every hour, every minute, there's noise of siren or noise of hurling. Why?